G'day guys, how you going? Listen, I thought I'd make a quick appearance before this video kicked off, just to let people know that it's not really an instructional video. This video, it's the very first time I've ever worked on one of these machines. I've always kind of shunned them and looked the other way because I've been led to believe they're too difficult, and they are a lot more difficult working on than a conventional dryer. But having said that, now that I've worked on it in this video, I'm going to add this one to my repertoire because I think it's very DIY-ish. I think if you've got a problem, you should be able to fix this dryer. I'm not going to give away the ending. I don't want to give away the ending of my videos, but having said that, this is a movie-length type of episode. Like, grab the popcorn because you're going to need it. This particular dryer it does take a while for me to work out, and that's what this video is about, me trying to troubleshoot stuff and work stuff out. But there's a possibility that I do fix it. But having said that, if you've got a dryer that is difficult to turn, if you put your hand in there and you're trying to turn it and you can't turn it, there's a really good possibility that you need one of these things. You know, it's going to be either this thing or it's going to be an idler. But yeah, by the looks of things, these things are a real common thing to break down. It's a wheel that basically centers the drum and keeps it in place. And when they perish, like this one's perished, the tire falls off, you're left with that, the bowl falls down, and I've just given away the ending of the video. But listen, having said that, yeah, if you've got one of those dryers that you can't turn, that's probably the reason. Watch this video. You'll be able to fix it if you watch this video. But having said that, I will definitely do a follow-up video where I do a much shorter version now that I know how to fix it, if we fix it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to let you get into it, and I'll see you on the next one. YouTube, hi, how you going? It's Iska here. Just want to show you what I just picked up. Check this out. Look at this. It's a condenser dryer. It's a Fisher and Paykel. It's 8 kilograms, so it's massive. And it looks brand new. Like, seriously, you don't see too many machines in that good a condition. Seriously. I have no idea what's wrong with it. I don't normally grab these anymore. Like, I can't stand condenser dryers. They're just too fiddly, and yeah, they're so expensive. I prefer just the regular normal dryer, to be honest with you. But I've sold a couple of these before. They sell very fast. There's always a bunch of people out there that want them. But I thought I'd grab it. I thought it might make an interesting video. I'm not sure what we're looking at yet. I haven't even investigated. I haven't even tried to turn the bowl. Let me just set you down here and try that. See what we're dealing with. Well, it turns. It's really stiff though. I don't know if that's normal. There's no grinding or anything. It kind of feels like it should be like that. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the problem is. Hey, wouldn't it be cool if they threw it out because of this door? See all this condensation on the other side? And don't laugh, people throw stuff out because of that reason. Dumb reasons. They don't know if you take, you just take those screws out, you'd probably get in there and be able to wipe that down. But I think we should at least have a look. I've actually got 3 of these put away somewhere at home here. I'm ready to throw those out, to be honest with you. I've never really tried to fix them, but maybe I should. So let's have a look at this one. I'm going to take it to the driveway, set it up, and I'll be right back. All right, can you see? That's looking okay. So I'm just going to set up some power and turn this on. It's the most exciting part of doing something like this, is actually turning something on. All right, we're plugged in. Let's have a look, give it some power. Oh, see that? It turned on and it turned off straight away. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder if we've tripped our power board. Listen, I'm just going to go and have a look. Back in a sec. All right, no, we're okay. We have power. So it's this looks like it could be a simple fix, you know. This looks like it could be just the computer, maybe, hopefully. It's always difficult to kind of troubleshoot something like this unless you've got a lot of parts. That's why I guess a lot of people just throw them away. But the thing with us, we are lucky. If we actually move up here, you can even see one. There's one sitting right there. We've got parts. We've got that machine there, and we have that machine over there, and I think we've got one on my deck. So at least we have parts. This looks like it's probably an easy one to fix. So let's get into it. Let's try and work this out. So I think the first thing I'm going to do now is grab the power for this machine here, plug that in. I can't remember, I don't know what the deal is with these machines. I was going to throw them out. But let's actually, oh, listen, I think this, we're not going to be able to plug this one in. I hate it when people do that. Look at that. They've cut the bloody plug off the end. Shit. All right. Okay. Let's not worry about that machine. Let me have a look at this machine. I'm pretty sure this machine... Let me have a think. Let me think. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I am actually going to take the top off this machine here. I think you just undo these couple of screws at the back. And I'm going to see if I can... Well, listen, I could probably just put a plug on the end of this cord easily enough, but you know what I'm thinking? I might have some a cord that's just easy to, you know, swap out. So what I might do is just grab a screwdriver, take the top off and see what it looks like, and then go and have a look at my bunch of cords and see what we can do. Okay, apologies for this. I actually took this off. I was talking and all of this kind of stuff, and I don't think I was actually recording. I thought I was recording. But listen, if you ever want to know how to take these tops off, it's two screws, right? There's one here and there's one over there, and they're at the back of the machine. So back of the top of the machine, I should say. But okay, let's have a look. Now, I was looking at this. I'm not sure if I've got any of these. So this is what the cord looks like at the other end. I'm not sure. We'll go and have a look. But otherwise, if I can't find one, I'll just stick a, you know, an end on here. So the best part is, luckily for us, they didn't, you know, cut it there. That's where they normally dock them, and when they do that, it's just, yeah, it's a bit difficult. So let's go and have a look, see if we've got one of these floating around. Let's go shopping. Let's go to Iski's. Iski's parts, washing machine parts. Let's have a look. Alright, so we've got these here. We have some power cords from various machines. I do have them in some kind of order. These are dryers. No, they're not dryers. I can't remember what those are. But they're everywhere. So I might have to set you down and just go looking. But that machine is, to be honest, I don't really have too many. I don't even know if I've ever pulled one of those machines apart, to be honest. So it's highly likely that I don't have a part for that machine. So let me just come over here. I do have some miscellaneous cords over here, like sitting here. So let me just have a look at this. In fact, this is looking promising. What's this? Oh, look at that. That looks like what we want. Haha! Success. All right, I think that's what we want. Let's try it. Let's just find that. Well, let's have a look now while we walk. It says Fisher and Paykel FL, which means front loader. So that's not a front loader what we're working on, but these parts are pretty interchangeable. So looks like we struck out. Is it struck out? Or did we struck gold? I don't know. It's exactly the same. This is exactly the same. So what I'm going to do is, listen, I'll set you here. What I am going to do is, for a start, find my driver. There we go. I'm just going to disconnect this earth wire. All right. And let's just swap these wires over. Whoa! Caught you just in time. All right, 2. All right, so awesome, there we go. I know we don't have the strain relief put in and all that kind of stuff. I'm not doing that, it's too much fiddling around. We just want to see if this thing turns on. We want to see if the computer's still good. So I'm going to see if I can just set you there. So just straighten one of these pins out. Okay, let's plug you in, see what happens. Ready? Power on. Well, there we go. That is looking pretty good. I know it's flashing and everything on the camera, but it's pretty good here. So that's just a refresh rate thing with the camera. That's why it's, you know, that red light's, you know, pulsing like that. But that looks good. In fact, I don't know, can't see anything down inside there. Let's just press play and see what happens. Oh, listen to that. Let's pause that, power it off. Okay, by the sounds of things, that bowl is jammed or something like that. I'm not sure. In fact, what would be interesting is, let me just unplug this for now. We know that the computer's working on this. So this computer will definitely work in that one that I just picked up. Just for now, I'm curious. Let's have a look at this bowl. Let's actually see if it's the same as, you know, the same stiffness, because that other one was pretty hard to turn. Let's just... Oh, that is jammed. Oh, okay. So that's... Oh, that's the reason why this machine is stuffed, the bowl. All right, so I reckon we could be on a winner here. So we have to work out how to get this computer out of here. In fact, I reckon we should just take the entire top part of this computer off. I'm going to peg the rest of this machine. I don't want it anymore. I'll grab some parts. I'm not interested in trying to fix it. That other machine though, it looks like it could be a very easy fix if it's just a computer that we need to change over. So let's work out how to do that. How do you swap a computer with these things? How do you get to the computer? Well, I'm thinking that could be a sign, and we should probably take those two out. Take those out and see what happens. You'll probably find that there are a couple of screws at the front. There we go. I'll have to undo those screws there, I think. So 4 screws. This is cool. I like actually trying to work stuff out on the go while making a video. It kind of, I guess, might show other people that this is how you do it. You know, I've never really looked at one of these machines before ever. Okay. Let's just see if these screws are all the same. Pretty much. Alright. In fact, one of them was slightly longer. I don't know why. I know it's this one here though, but that's weird. Alright, so let's see if I can pull this off. There we go. So let's set you up here. Hopefully this is going to... I'll just have to find somewhere for you guys to sit. Let's just park you there. I think you might be right. Hopefully you're not going to fall down. I broke one of my YouTube cameras the other day, which is exactly the same as this camera. I'm using my mobile phone now. I found it at the dump though, so it's not that big a deal. Alright, so all you do with these things is you just unplug them, I guess. So have a look there. In fact, it's always a good idea. What I might do first, rather than, I might just take a quick photo or at least get it on camera. Just want to see how these cables run so I can put it back like that on the other machine. So that's enough. Alright, so let's just park you there again. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just undoing this stuff. It's pretty easy. Alright, whoa, caught ya. Okay, there we go. That's our computer. Let's go to our other machine now. Well, at least you'll be able to see me take the back off this machine, I guess. So I am just, in fact, I'll set you here. Just for now, I just want to double check everything. Make sure this is the exact, it's identical. It's exactly the same. It's the same model as well. I'm just looking at the rating sticker. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just set that there. Let's just put you there for a moment. Okay, 2 screws at the back. Okay, pull the water reservoir out. Okay, and these 2 screws here. Dropped it. Okay, let me just pull this one off. Have a look. Oh, hang on, take the top off. Right, let's have a look. Make sure it's unplugged. Looking good. I forgot we've got these 2 screws up here. For now, I will stick them in this water reservoir thing. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, that's identical, all right. So I am just going to swap these over. So I might just put in one of these screws in the corner here to hold it down, and then I'm just going to plug it in and see what happens. What do you think? Is this going to work? Is this going to work? Could this be the easiest fix ever? All right, I'll just set you there so you can see the top of that dryer. And I'll go and get some power, but I think I have to move actually I have to move the dryer closer because it only just reached the extension cord last time. You still see that? Yep. All right, plugging it in. Are we ready? We're going to turn this on, see what happens. Ah, look at that. Went off again. Turned off immediately. All right, so there's something else. There's something else going on with this thing. All right. Well, could I be bothered fixing it? Could I be bothered having a look and trying to fix this up? Oh, man, I started the video now. I really couldn't be bothered. But listen, I'm just going to unplug that. So basically, yes, we replaced the computer and it's still basically tripping. So there is something else wrong. I don't know how to get into these machines. So what could it be? Could be anything. Shivers. You know, I should just release this video just like this, because this this could actually be quite educational for people who might have this problem and think that they just need a new computer, you know, and then they buy a computer and then they've just wasted money on a computer. So this might be worthwhile, just publishing this video like this. I might do that and do the fix if I decide to fix this up. Maybe you know, do that in another video. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, I'm just going to sign off, just in case that's what I do. Guys, I want to say thanks for watching. I'm sorry I couldn't fix this one right now. I just wanted to do a really quick video. This is going to take a little bit more investigating. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in this video. I doubt it. But if I do, you will soon find out. But for now, I am just going to sign off with my customary, please like, comment, subscribe. I hope this has helped somebody. Even this part here, like I said, you might be able to save yourself. You know, these computers, they cost, you know, up to a couple of $100 each. People will actually buy the computer thinking that is the reason. Well, I say this could actually, you know, stop people from doing that. But yeah, all right, listen, I'm just going to say thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. All right, so I'm back. Listen, I'm just going to kind of plod on a little bit longer and just do a bit more investigating, see if there's anything easy that I can spot. And if there's a video in this, I'll first start, I just took that out when I didn't need to, so let's put that back. If there's a video in there, then fair enough. Awesome. Okay, so just looking, we've got the we've got the dryer unplugged, by the way, so I'm just looking for any wires in this harness that might be rubbing and shorting. So far I can't see anything. Like I said, this machine looks brand spanking new. So this is okay. So the thing that I keep thinking about is this bolt was very difficult to turn. In fact, now that it's like this, that feels okay. I think the bowl's fine. It'd be stupid not to make at least one decent dryer out of both of these dryers, wouldn't it? All right, so let's just set you back here. Let's take this back off for a start. See, there's a back cover here. I'm assuming you get into this machine by taking this back cover off. And then there's some perimeter screws. It's just like any other dryer, really. But hopefully, I'm pretty sure with Fisher and Paykel machines, if it's anything like their other dryers, you shouldn't need to lie it down on its front. So I'm just going to take these off. All right, there we go. Got this cover off. I'm just going to put those screws there, put that cover over there. Okay, so let's have a look. So, well, this is our heater there, our heater element. Oh, I'm bleeding. You see, it could be anything. A short in a machine like this, it could be anything. It could be your element, it could be your motor, it could be, I'm assuming there's a pump in here to pump the water into that reservoir. It really could be anything. I'm actually thinking it's probably easier to pull this part of the machine out and stick it on the other machine if we know that the other machine, the reason why that's not working is because it's not turning. That's got to be a lot easier to diagnose, right? I mean, the easiest thing we could swap this over. This is the heating element. Well, that's the heating element. Kind of most of the time these would trip once they're triggered and they're heating up. Not all the time. So I don't know. Oh, look at that. I just pushed that in. I thought maybe that was a switch, like a thermal cutout type thing. Yes. Listen, I am just going to take this off because obviously the bearing and so forth is behind there. I wouldn't mind seeing what that looks like. So let's do that. If in doubt, just keep taking stuff off. All right. All right, so let's take this back off. Let's take the back of this off and just see, by the looks of things, I'm not sure how this is supposed to go. Have a look at this. How is this supposed to go? Is that just, that pin going through? There's obviously a bearing in the back in here. Is that just sitting in there? And what's the purpose of this? This is to prevent, I don't know. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, let's just take this entire thing off, well, these screws, and see what happens when we take these perimeter screws off. Set you there. Okay. See, I'm just pulling here, and that's just kind of free balling through that. So I think that's just like a that just sits there. All right, so in fact, let's set you on my wheelie bin. There we go. That might be better. Might go and have to clean my finger pretty soon. Alright, so this is still attached up the top here. And here. Okay. Let's just put those there. I'm wondering if you just take one of these sides off, maybe you have to take a whole side off to get this thing out. Ah, come on. And I bet you there's some screws underneath here. Yep. This is why I hate these machines. Okay, so is that going to make life easier for us? Okay. Oh, come on. This metal is so sharp. I'm going to disconnect some of this wiring harness at the top here. So the thing is, if I take this off, I'm pretty sure this bowl is just going to fall down. Alright, I'm going to undo this side as well, down the bottom. Oh, come on. In fact, let's see if we can just do it with that one. No. Oh, hang on. There we go. That might help. Luckily for me, most of these screws are identical. They're all the same size, which makes doing what I'm doing a lot easier. Okay, I'm just going to take the last. Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, so I've got to go and get some cutters. All right, so you can see what I've done. I've just kind of loosened everything off, trying to get this back off. So I went and got the cutters because what I'm going to do now is just cut that cable thing that's holding that harness. Then I am going to disconnect that earth wire on this machine so I can take the back off, have a bit of a look, see what's going on. And there goes the washer. It's going to be fun trying to find that. Okay, ooh, there we go. So that just falls away. Let's just Turn around. Oh, it's good. At least we don't have to basically lie this on its front. It's still standing. Look at this. Look at this. What's this stuff? I don't know what that is. It looks like plastic. Oops. Where did that go? Was that way? I think so. Okay, so now I mean, no, I'm not going to bother trying to, you know, to kind of work out why something is tripping like that. I mean, I know I've got the parts, but that means I'd have to go in and try and replace that motor. I mean, the motors are a big deal, you know. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to. I think what we're going to do is I might go and grab that other machine, take the back off now that I know how to do it. This is interesting. What the hell is this thing here for? Oh, that's probably your heat sensor or your thermistor. Okay, so why would the other machine not be turning? That's what we want to find out. I think it's going to be a lot easier to fix that other machine than it is to fix this machine. So that's what I am going to do. I am just quickly going to go and grab that machine and pull the back off and see what's going on. Yeah. In fact, I wonder how difficult it is to take this bowl out. Is that just... I think that would be a bit of a nightmare, to be honest with you. You can see where the belts are, they're going in there. You can see there, that spring down there, that would be like a release, I'd imagine. That's like the Simpson dryers, taking the tension off. Oh, you know what's wrong with that other machine? I guarantee you. Can you see that wheel in there? That's the idler. I bet you the idler on that other machine is perished, and that is why it's not turning. Okay, so that's what I reckon's happening. So that basically means I have to go in here now and work out how to fix this. What the hell is that in there? Let's have a look. What's this thing? Oh, what's that? What's that from? Whatever it is, it's broken. You can see there's a bunch of you know, shavings and things in the side there. What the hell? Oh, that's weird. Okay, let's put that aside and we'll listen. We're going to have to take this entire side off. All right. In fact, I'm thinking maybe we didn't have to take this back off after all. Maybe you have to tackle these things from the side. And hey, listen, this is how you learn. This is how you work things out. I'm just going to grab some of these screws and clean this area up. I'd like to know what this is from though. I want to know what that is. I definitely want to know what that is. Maybe that's got something to do with our problem. Okay, so the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm starting to think, yeah, I don't think we needed to take the back off. I think it's just, yeah, maybe you get to these things from the side, but that's okay. We're going to be professionals at this machine by the time we're finished with it. I'm just going to kind of put everything back. In fact, I'm going to turn it to the side so we can get better access to this side, because that's obviously... Found that washer, by the way. Let's take that off. So to get this side off, I'm going to have to take that off at least. Oh, there we go. Please just come out. Don't give me any more hassles, just come out. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Look at that. So that's all that rubber, that ring that I found. I just saw something. Okay, so this is what I found sitting just there. Now if I look up, oh, I know what it is. I think I know what it is. So you can see here, you see this wheel? That obviously is from around that wheel. The motor drives the drum turns around, which, you know, turns this wheel. I don't know what that wheel is for, why. Oh, you know what? That might just be something that keeps this centered. I don't know, maybe it just keeps this entire front section centered. This, obviously, this goes around there, like that. So that's just broken, so this is stuffed anyway. But yeah, so I don't know exactly. That's just a wheel. It's not connected to anything else apart from the chassis here, this inner shroud. So that's basically just, yeah, spinning free like that. So I reckon that's like a centering thing. This basically keeps this in place, maybe the front in place, so it doesn't kind of come off. But wow. So there's a couple of things wrong with this machine. Okay, so while we're here, let's just have a bit of a look around just to see if we can find anything else that might be causing that trip. I mean, I reckon it might actually be the motor. I reckon there's a good chance it's the motor, because you know how I was saying that this was difficult to turn? I reckon it's difficult to turn because this has fallen off, and this bowl's probably fallen down into this lip, and it's probably just rubbing gently against that when I'm turning it, and that's why it's difficult to turn. So if this was on there, this would actually push it up and kind of take the weight of the bowl off. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not a professional at this, but that's just what's come to mind. Makes sense to me. But having said that, I reckon because maybe it's been under so much stress and load, because this is being broken and perished off, I reckon maybe it's done something. Something could have happened with the motor. It could even be this capacitor. I don't really ever come across capacitors that will create a short in a machine though. I mean, I guess I could probably replace that capacitor and turn it on even in this state. I wouldn't have to turn everything off. I could just turn it on and see if the computer stayed on. Let's have a look, see what kind of capacitor it is. See if I've got one. No, it's an 8. It's an 8 microfarad capacitor. I do have one. I do have one. Alright, so now I reckon with that other machine that I've got, maybe the same things happened. What do you think? Maybe that's happened. I reckon this has happened as well. I reckon on the other machine that this idler is probably stuffed. So let's go and grab that other machine and pull it down, and then I might have a look at this capacitor a bit later. I might have to try and put this back on. But yeah, how do you actually replace that idler? I am thinking that this is like, you probably have to undo this spring, let the tension off. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, but we're going to work it out. I've come too far. I've come too far. I've come too far. All right, so let me just go and grab that other machine and set it up. Okay, try that again. I started recording and the camera turned off. With this is the other machine, the one that we replaced the power cord on. I'm going to see if I can get into the side here without taking that back off, because that's a bloody nightmare. So let's see what happens if we just undo the screws that are on top here, as well as the ones underneath there. And hopefully this should just come off. Oh, look at that. There we go. Oh, look at that. Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Look at this. Damn it. That's why this one won't turn. So I'm looking at the idler down there. So that idler is fine. This is, in fact, yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but if you have a look up there, if you follow this around, there's more of a gap up the top there. You can't really see it with that angle. But if you come down here, this is actually, down here is actually coming out of this lip here. So that's what this is for, and that is not doing its job. In fact, where can I set you? Let me just see if I can put you there. In fact, let's see if I can just push this. Let me just lift it and pull. Yeah, see, that's actually, there's a lot of movement in there now. Okay, so it seems that both of these machines, the exact same thing has happened, so I don't have any parts. I do have another machine up on my deck. Could I be bothered going and getting, no, man. I don't know, guys. I don't know. So is it worth, I don't know how much do these idlers cost. I'll go and have a quick look on eBay and see if you can get them. Unless you can get stuff on eBay, I don't bother. I know there's other places. I would rather just, you know, pull parts off this machine and keep it for another machine that doesn't have that problem. But yes, I'm not sure. Listen, I'm going to go and have a look on eBay and see how much this costs. If it's, you know, cheap enough. I don't think it would be. I think this is going to be kind of expensive. If it's like 30 to 50 bucks, I'm not going to bother. I don't need to bother because I've got heaps of these. Like I said, I hate these machines. The other dryers are so much better and easier to fix. I would probably take parts off this and throw the rest. But at least people have been able to see what the deal is with these machines and why they're not turning. That we've worked some stuff out. We've worked how to get to the problem at least. It'd be nice. I think it would be really cool to be able to work out how to replace that. I can tell you now, it wouldn't be too hard. I think to replace that part there with a good part, I think all you need to, you'll definitely have to take the bowl out. That's the thing. That's the problem. It's not going to be a big deal, I don't think. I think you just have to release this spring, takes the tension off that idler in there. It's exactly the same as a Simpson Electrolux dryer. And then you would be able, you know, take the tension off the belt, and then you'd be able to pull the drum out. You will definitely have to take the back off though. So it's a big job. It's a massive job. Oh man. So yeah. Listen, listen, I'm going to go and have a look on eBay, see what the how much these things cost, and I might go and grab that other machine. I think I've got another machine floating around. I might actually get to it and see if it's got a good one of these things. I have a feeling it's going to be exactly the same, but I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, and look at this. So I was right. So they are just drum guides. So they just guide the drum. And by the looks of things, there's two. There must be one on the other side. That makes sense. And that will set me back a cool $37 plus 10 bucks, 50 bucks. Stuff that. I'm not paying 50 bucks for something. Like, I hate saying that because people out there in YouTube land will think that I'm just wasting stuff, but I'm not. I'm seriously, I just found that at the dump. I've got other machines that will sell twice as fast and I'll get virtually just as much money for them, and I've got 100 of them. So this has been an interesting exercise. So that's the reason why you can't turn the drum. Isn't that nuts? That is just the worst design. I've never seen a machine dryer type machine that has that kind of system. If you're going to take anything away from this, I would just stay away from Fisher and Paykel Condenser Dryers. Get the normal Fisher and Paykel dryer, they're okay. But the condenser dryers, nah. But just for now, before I close this video down, I'm going to go and grab that other machine. I have a feeling that it might be the same deal. I have a feeling it's exactly the same problem. But who knows? We might actually be able to get at least one good wheel out of one of these machines. Hey, that's a thought. Maybe the other side of that first machine we were working on is okay. So maybe we can pull, as long as, yeah, they look like they're kind of, you can use them on both sides. So let's try that. Let's just suss that out. All right, we're back on our first machine. I'm going to take this off and just have a look at the guide on this side. Oh, hang on, is this first machine? Yeah, this is the first machine. I'm getting all mixed up. Okay, so I'm taking this side off. At least the sides aren't too difficult to remove. I've already taken those off. Cool. So this should be easy. This should just pull off. There we go. Okay. And by the looks of things, let's have a look. By the looks of things, that guide is still good. Ah, it's actually really nice. So, what do you think? Should we pull this guide out and stick it in the other machine? Just for the hell of it, just so we can have fixed something in this video? I reckon maybe we could. I don't know how long this video is going to go for, but you should see my other videos, how long they go for. But this feels really good. I mean, it doesn't feel like there's anything wrong with it. There's no cracks or splits in that, so I don't have a problem taking this off and putting it on the other machine. At least we can work out how to do it, because we're going to have to take this drum off to get to it, I think. I'm pretty sure we'll have to do that. Let me just stick my hand on this side here. In fact, I don't know. That might just come, I don't know. There's no other side here. I think that just goes in. Maybe you don't have to take the bowl out to replace them. All right. I'll be back with some tools. Go and grab a spanner and see if I can take that off. Okay. All right, so let's just see if this is going to... Ah, look. I think that just loosened it. Yeah, it did. All right. Now, how do we take that off? Let's just put that there. Will that just pull off? I have a feeling I might need to lift the drum up to pull this off. There we go. That wasn't that difficult. Oh, okay, so that's easy to replace. Well, guys, I think if you have this problem on your machine, then it looks like it could be an easy thing to replace. Okay, so let's just come over here. This is our other machine, remember? I'm just going to... Okay, what are you saying? This needs a good clean as well. Well, there you go. You don't need to take the drum out to replace these things. So if you ever want to do this, this is in really nice condition. If you ever want to do this, I'd probably do it. I mean, don't listen to me because I said I'm going to dump this. By the looks of things, I'm not going to dump it anymore. But for you guys at home, I reckon it's worth spending that bit of money. But at least you can kind of, you've seen now how to open this up and get to it. because at least you can tell if that's the problem, and then you can just go and order one. Having said that, there's probably like a dozen videos of people showing you how to do this. But are there a dozen videos of people working it out on the go like I do? Probably not. I'm pretty unprofessional. Okay, so I'm just gonna, that's hard, that's more difficult to pull off, and I think that's because the drum has fallen down. So what I might have to do is actually lift this up like I did before. Come on. I'll just set you here. You know what? I'm having trouble getting that off. So what I might do is work out how to release the tension here. Obviously this spring releases the tension. But how do you release the spring? I might just... it looks like I'm gonna need some long nose pliers to get to that. I think it's just releasing that with the long nose pliers. I couldn't find my long nose pliers. Let's see if I can use these bent nose pliers. There we go, that was simple. All right, so now basically, getcha. So we've taken this spring off, right? So what we probably have to do is just push that forward. That releases some tension there. We've got a bit of slack now. At least I should be able to lift this bowl up a bit. There we go, it's heaps easier. That's a bit easier. All right, I think. Still difficult. I don't want to take the back off. I'm really trying to avoid that. How do I get that out? Come on. What if I pull it this way? There we go. It's come out. There's got to be an easy way. I have a feeling that you might have to pull the bowl out to get to these things now. Guaranteed there's a bunch of guys on YouTube that have shown you how to do this, so I should probably go and have a look at their videos. There we go. So that's fallen out. I've got that out. God, it's dusty. All right. So that is exactly the same on that side. Excuse me, and that side. So we need to get this in there. I have a feeling that I should probably remove that bowl. So this is a good one. Excuse me a second, guys. Oh man. All right, I'm back. I've stopped coughing for the time being. I am going to release this back. I'm taking the back off. In fact, you know what? I don't think I I don't think I have to take all of the I don't think I'll need to take all of these screws out. I think I just need to take them out until I just have to take these ones down the bottom out, I think. Maybe this one. But yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take this back off because I think I'm going to need to kind of, sorry about this camera work again. Oh, you know why I'm having a hard time getting this off. I do have to take this shroud off because there were a couple of screws that were across here that were holding it in. Okay. All right. Should have done this in the first place. I was just being lazy. Oh man, this is crazy. Guaranteed there are a bunch of repairmen watching this video laughing their asses off at me. Now that's okay, I don't mind. Alright, so I'll set you there. No, you're going to fall over. Okay, so now all right, so I think we got to take this belt off to make things easier. How do we do that? Well, at least you get to work out how to replace a belt on one of these. I'm assuming the idler stays there. So this is just getting worse and worse. I think to get this belt off we might have to take this cover off. There's a bunch of screws up the top there. I'm not sure how to get to it otherwise. Yeah. Let me think. Let's just take it off anyway. We've come this far. I'd like to see what's underneath there. I have a feeling it's just going to be a fan. Oh, please reach, please reach. Yes. What do we got? There we go. So I still can't work out how to get this belt off. That's given me nothing. That has given me nothing. I mean, that's our fan. Oh look. Alright, so I think we've actually got enough room there to mess around. I don't know why I'm trying to take the belt off now. Okay, so this has given me enough movement to actually slide this on by the looks of things, and hopefully to lift this drum into place. Let's see if I can do this while holding you. Okay, so that's that. I'm just going to grab this nut. Okay, I don't know which one it was. I'm assuming it's this one here. Alright, so there we go. So that's actually gliding very nicely now. So let's see if I can... Okay. There we go. I think that's right. Alright. Make it tight. Nice and tight. Okay. Now, is that still going to turn nicely? It looks like it is. Right, well, it was a bit of a waste of time actually removing this, but at least it's given us an insight to what is underneath this. So it wasn't hard, it was only a few screws. So let's just put this back. So I'm just going to go and grab my blower and just clean that out. But can you see what's going on? This is all busted. See this here, there's a busted part there, and this down here, that's where these screws underneath fit in. I don't think we need them. I don't think that's a big deal. But so I'll just set you here. Right. So I guess I have to try and put this all back together now. I guess I have to put this together. Okay. But the thing is, my camera is about to die. Oh, I know why this is all loose. Because we haven't pulled the tension back on, remember? This spring down the bottom here, if I can get my gimbal to play. Yeah, so let's pull that on now. I really need some long nose pliers, not bent nose pliers. Ah, come on! There we go. Oh, that's it. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's made all the difference. That's made all the difference. That's beautiful. Okay, now I'm happy. I'm a bit happier now. Okay, so apart from the fact that I still have to put this thing back together, look what we got. Look what we got. Oh no, what do we do? Wow. Okay. I forgot we took the computer off this. Oh, we'll put the other one on from the other machine because that's already off and that looked brand new. So, okay, all right. So I am going to try and put this back together. I'm going to just do a time lapse. Finished. I've put it back together. I think I've put it back together correctly. I'm pretty confident, like I'm 95%, 99% confident it's back perfectly. Yeah, it went back together quite well. You know, this is the first time I've ever had to put one of these back together after completely pulling it apart. Yeah, so it probably took me, I'm not sure, maybe half an hour, just over, to put it back together. But I'm happy with it. Went back together quite well. Now, the first thing that I wanted to try was actually, you know, spin the bowl, see if the bowl's still spun. And it spins now, but when I actually spun it for the very first time with my hand just a few minutes ago, it wasn't spinning. It was totally jammed. I couldn't get it to move at all. And what it turned out to be was the cover on the back. So that's the original cover for this particular machine. What had happened was there's a dent here. So I guess maybe this machine was pushed off the back of a trailer and it got dented just here. So this is raised up a little bit. And remember, on the back of this machine, there is a fan. In fact, I can't show you on this machine because that cover's there. But this is, remember that fan? That's it down there. Well, that dent was pushed into that fan. So, and that fan's connected to the motor, which is connected to the belt, which is connected to the drum. So that's the reason it was not turning. So I just put on another cover. I actually put the cover that came with the original machine, that one there. That's the one that we started this video on, the one that was in the van. I just used the cover from that one and I put it on this one and it started spinning freely. So as of yet, I have not actually tested it out with power. Oh, the other thing is, you know, I put that power cord on again properly. It's going through. The strain relief is in there right. I've put a new cable tie there, a bit of cable management. And oh, the other thing also is this water reservoir. I put a new one on. I grabbed the one that was on that machine there because it was in really nice condition. This one here, which is on the ground somewhere, just over there, that's it there. It had a small little crack in one of these pieces on the side. So I thought, hey, listen, it's still very usable, but I'll swap it anyway. So this machine is looking good. So let's try and turn it on and see if we've been successful or see if I've just wasted all of my time. I've got an extension lead down here now, so all right. So what do you think? Fingers crossed. Let's press power. Well, that's a good sign. At least it's turned on. And let's hit the play. Oh, excellent. That sounds perfect. Doesn't get much better sounding than that. Amazing, excellent. So I'm happy with that. So at the moment I've just put on some washing, so we'll throw a bit of wet washing in here. We'll put a load on and we'll see what happens. I'm dying to see what happens when it goes in the opposite direction. I'm sure it'll be fine. I was spinning it freely with my hand in the opposite direction. But yes, okay. Give me 5 minutes, hopefully this washing will be done and we'll stick it on. All done, it's finished and it's working great. It's going like a champ. I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out. There's wet washing in there and it's doing its thing. The funny thing is, it's been going for about 5 minutes and I suddenly realised I can't smell any hot air. I can't feel any heat. And then I realised, hang on a second, that's the whole idea with this particular dryer. It doesn't steam up your laundry, etc. So I came over and I put my hand on the bowl and the bowl is really hot. So it's definitely doing its thing. So awesome, it's working great. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this machine. I just found out it's $1,000. This is how much it cost, $1,000 for a brand new one. They're still selling them. So I think I'm going to give it to my mum and dad. Mum and dad, looks like you're getting a new dryer. So that's excellent. Keep it in the family. Listen, I want to apologise to anyone if I kind of turned you off fixing this machine. Please don't let me kind of turn anyone off because of the way I was acting while I was doing this. Whenever I fix something for the very first time, it's very confusing and it can kind of turn people off, especially when you see a machine in bits and pieces like that one is over there. What I do plan on doing, however, is making an updated version of this video where I do fix it correctly and I'll show you exactly what to do. By then I won't have to kind of work things out. I'll just, it'll be, you know, probably I'd say a 20-minute fix. I'll show exactly what to do. But in the meantime, if you want to do it yourself, you've probably got a really good aha type of idea of what you're up against just by looking at this video. And go for it. I think it's worth doing. 50 bucks, especially if this thing cost $1,000. $50, I reckon you should be able to give it a shot. $50, if you can't do it, it's not a big waste of money. But if you're going to do it, like I said, all the screws, they're basically the same. In fact, I've got 2 of them here. Can you see this? Let me just move across here. Yeah, can you see? They're basically the same size. In fact, there's only one difference between these 2 screws. Can you see? There's half and half of these screws, right? There's probably 50% of these ones with the point and 50% are ones with a non-point. Now, I'll tell you what the difference is between the 2. The ones with the point, you can see that the thread's slightly closer. Well, they're a metal screw. They're for metal, whereas the one with the no point and see the thread's slightly wider, well, they're basically for plastic. To be honest, it doesn't make a difference what you use them on. Like, seriously, I wouldn't worry about it too much. But if you want to be pedantic about the whole thing, that's the difference between the screws. The cool part is all the screws are the same size, so it makes life a lot easier, believe me. So there you go. I hope you've kind of got something out of this video. I have. I'm definitely going to kind of keep going with these dryers. I think they're worth it. And yeah, there you go, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. Sorry it's been a long one. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.